Namaskaram. Shri Mahaganapatiye Namah. Shri Gurubhyo Namah. In today's humble samarpanam on Mayilpeeli, we shall chant, learn and understand the slokas of Narayaneeyam Dasakam 66. Let us first chant the sloka and then understand the meaning. Dasakam 66 is about the enraptured joy of the gopis. The session of the play of love, the Raas starts by Lord Krishna advising the gopis to look after their families and later by talking sweet nothings with each other. Dashakam 66, Sloka 1. Upayatanam sudrusham kusumayudhabhanapata vivashanam abhivanchitam vidatum kritamatirapiта jagatavamamivam. O Lord, despite being inwardly intent on gratifying the wishes of those love-struck maidens, you outwardly give the appearance of frowning upon them for their conduct and spoke to them in an unfavorable manner. Although Krishna had come there to fulfill the wishes of the gopis, he initially spoke to them with a frown, chiding them to take care of their duties which they had left behind half done. Dashakam 66, Sloka 2. Gaganagatam muninivaham shrawayitum jagitakulavadhu dharmam dharmyam kalute vachanam karmatu no nirmalasya vishwasyam. O Lord, to the hearing of the sages assembled in the skies, you stated the duties of the housewives for the benefit of the world. Indeed, your words are to be followed, for they are in accordance with the Dharma. But the actions of you who are ever pure should not be practiced by others, because your actions do not always conform to the good and bad standards of the world, says Bhattagiri. Here we understand that Krishna took to advising the entire world through the gopis in the presence of sages hearing him from the heavens. Krishna spoke about the dharma, the virtues and duties of wives and mothers as per the highest traditions of the Dharma Shastra, and it is to be followed to live a very principled life. However, Krishna's actions should not be practiced by we mere mortals who are bound by attachments and recurring birth and death. The actions of Krishna suits only him who is ever pure, immaculate and free from the taint of attachments. Dashakam 66, Sloka 3. Akarnyate pratipam vanime nidrishap param dinaha mama karuna sindho parityachethyati chiram vilepustaha. O Lord, taken aback by your adverse counsel, those doe-eyed ones, the gopis, were overwhelmed with grief and earnestly implored you not to forsake them. When Krishna advised all the gopis about their duties towards their family, those beautiful damsels were very grief-stricken that they cannot be with Krishna and enjoy his enchanting company. We understand here that they earnestly request him again and again not to forsake them. They were so much deeply in love with him. Dashakam 66, Sloka 4. Tasam ruditailapitaihi karuna kulamananaso murare tvam tabissamam pravritto yamuna pulineshu kamamabhirantum. O Lord, moved by their lamentations and entreaties, O Slayer of Mura, you, out of compassion, deign to engage without reserve in amorous sports with them on the sandy stretches on the banks of the Yamuna river, says Bhattagiri. Here we understand that Krishna is moved with pity by the weeping and pleading of gopis. He then sets out to sport freely with them on the sand banks of river Yamuna. Dashakam 66, Sloka 5. Chandrakarasya sundara yamuna tatanta vidishu gopi janotariyaihi apadita samstaronya. O Lord, on those sandy stretches Illumined by the moon's rays, you then sat on a cushion fashioned out of the upper garments of those gopis, says Bhattadri. The sandbanks of river Yamuna was lit by beautifully flowing and shining moonlight of a very divine Sharad Purnima night. There Krishna sits down on a cushion bed which was made by the Gopikas by spreading out their upper garment. Dasakam 66, Sloka 6. Sumadura narmalapanaihi karasangrahanaicha chumbanolасaihi gadalingana sangaihi tvamangana lokamakuli chakrushe. O Lord, with sweet, playful conversation, linking of hands, amorous kisses and warm embraces, you made those maidens ecstatic, says Bhattadri. Here we understand that Krishna, with his sweet and playful talks, by holding of hands, by the joy of kisses and by close hearty embraces, he delighted the women folk immensely. Dasakam 66, Sloka 7. वासोहरणदिने यद्वासोहरणं प्रतिश्रुतं तासां तदपि विभोरसविवशः स्वान्तानां कान्तसुभ्रुवामददाः. O Lord, to those pretty damsels whose minds were steeped in bliss, O Lord of charming aspect, you did on that occasion redeem your promise made when taking their clothes away by erasing their sense of I and mine, says Bhattadri. Krishna on the last day of the Katyayani Vrat of the Gopis had stolen their clothes and had promised them that the stealing of clothes is a sign of the removal of their sense of ego very soon. During the Rasa Krida, Krishna fulfills this promise of removing their sense of ego. The feeling of I and mine was completely removed, while the beautiful-eyed Gopi women were overcome with ecstasy and bliss. Dasakam 66, Sloka 8. Kandalita dharmalesham kundamrudu smera vaktrapatojam nandasutatvam trijagat Sundaramupaguhya nandita bala. O son of Nanda, embracing you, the most beautiful in all the three worlds, with a lotus-like face beaming with a soft jasmine-like smile and drops of sweat glistening on your body, those damsels were transported to heights of ecstasy, says Bhattadri. The gopis moved to a state of trance, of super ecstasy and complete bliss in the company of the enchanting Krishna. His embraces, his soft and beautiful smile, and his lotus-like face is what we understand in this sloka. Dasakam 66, Sloka 9. Viraheshvangharamaya Shringaраmayascha Sanghamehi Tvam Nitaramangaramaya Tatra Puna Sanghamepi Chitramidham. O Lord, you who in separation are like burning embers, unbearably hot, and in union, the very personification of amorousness, were to the gopis immensely delighting in union too. Oh, how marvelous, says Bhattadri. Krishna was an absolute embodiment of love in union, and at the same time was as hot as burning charcoal in separation, which is so wonderful. The gopis were extremely delighted to be in union with the Lord. Dasakam 66, Shloka 10. Radha Tunga Payodharam Sadhu Parirambhalolupatmanam Aradhaye Bhavantam Pavanapurādesha Shamaya Sakala Gadan. Bhattadri here says, O Lord of Gurubhyo, I worship you who does thirst for the warm embraces of Radha's bulging breasts. May you eradicate all my diseases. Hare Krishna. Govinda Nama Sankirtanam. Govinda, Govinda. नारायण अखिल गुरो भगवन् नमस्ते। श्री हरये नमः। श्री महापेरियवा शरणम्।